Welcome, everybody. John Zager. How you all doing? Good? So I'm sitting in my truck. There's been one little storm that came by over here on the eastern slope. Dropped a few sprinkles. It's been 96, 98 most all week, all summer. And we're supposed to get some showers or something between 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 7. We'll have to wait and see. It's hot and it's humid. I'm sitting in my truck in the shade underneath some trees. I have the air conditioner going, and if you can hear it, too bad. So I talk about neuroscience and all the goings on every day in our world with all the craziness. And I thought I would talk about fishing. I've been fly fishing my whole life. I've been a fly fishing guide for a lot of that. And I have fly fished all over the world. I don't do it as much anymore because I really got pinned down with neuroscience. But in the wintertime, I usually try to take off for the winter. I have a little Airstream trailer that I pull behind my truck, and I go somewhere where I would like to fish for the winter. I actually go up to the Pacific Northwest, right on the coast. There's some beautiful steelhead fishing left up in that neck of the woods. Maybe someday I'll tell you a story about that. But for right now, I kind of want to talk about the Gulf of Mexico, down on the salt, down in the Gulf. And it's just one place maybe you would enjoy hearing a story. I don't know. It's different than what I normally talk about, but it's a part of me. I have every imaginable fly rod you can think of, reel, and rods for every kind of condition. But here's what I like to do down in the Gulf. Not everybody likes to do this. A lot of people like to get on the flats boat, technical poling skiff, and get towed around and catch those redfish. That's fine if you're after the bulls, but if you're just out there chasing around redfish, doesn't do anything for me. So what I do is I go over to Padre Island, and I do this religiously when I'm down there. I go, when I start going, I get addicted, so I go every single day, every single morning. I'll leave like at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning from my Airstream. I'll catch the ferry over to Padre, and I'll run down on the North Sand beach a few miles, and there's just some spots down in there that I like a lot, and there's less people, and the people that are down there seem to know what they're doing, because they're doing the same thing I am. They're after jacks. If you haven't caught jacks on a fly rod, a number 9 rod, you're just missing out. You're just, don't die. Do not die before you catch jacks down on Padre with a 9 weight. So here's how it works. I'll go down there and I'll lay down in the back of my truck for better part of the night, because I want to be there early before the sun comes up to get wet. And gosh darn, you know, it's just beautiful. It's warm, it's humid, but you got this ocean breeze that's helping things out, and you're all rigged up, right? I tie mullets. Oh, I don't know, maybe 7-inch mullets, I guess. Maybe a little larger. I don't have one with me. I'm in my truck, so. But at any rate, just tie a bunch of mullets. That's all you need to do. The gray ones are fine. The yellows are good. The whites and the pinks are okay, right? But you're fishing the surf. We're fishing the surf. The surf's coming in, right? Okay? So just before the sun starts coming up, I'm out in the water with my 9-weight, and I walk out to, oh, I don't know, maybe about waist deep. I guess that'd be about right. Maybe a little less than that. And the water's fine. The water's fine all winter long. Don't even worry about it. And what you're waiting to see is you're waiting to see the jacks running down. You know how the waves come in, right? You understand that part, I hope. And you look out, not the first wave in front of you, not the second. Usually the third or the fourth is going to position your cast about right. Okay, so you're looking at that third wave out in front of you coming in, or maybe the fourth wave, and you're looking for the jacks running. Okay, now there's a lot of fish that run up and down the waves, so you know you have to know what you're looking for. You have to know what jacks look like, and you understand that the tarpon also migrate along the Gulf Coast in the wintertime, and they eventually run down into Central America. You guys understand that? Okay, so you're fishing for the jacks, and you'll see the jacks running up and down, mostly from left to right, north to south, heading down those waves. And it's a little bit past light, okay? I mean, you got to have enough light to see what you're doing. And then what you do is you haul back, and you know, you double haul out and throw your mullets out there in front of them as they're running, you know, as they're running up and down those waves, that third wave. Usually the third wave is good casting distance. It's difficult to cast down in the Gulf to the third and fourth wave because there's a breeze. It's like fishing the Caribbean. If you guys have fished the Caribbean, you know there is always wind, right? And you have to be able to throw, you know, at least a 9-weight. You can't be down there fooling around with a 7 or 8. You got to be able to throw a 9 for what we're doing here, as well as in the Caribbean, you know, on a flats boat. And if you're good, you got to be able to throw to your backing. I don't know. What do you do when you're not fishing? You know, hopefully you're learning from these people that are expert casters. You know, there's a gal down in, I don't know, North or South Carolina or somewhere that is an expert, and she's certified. And you know, look her up. Wanda or something like that. I'm not sure of her whole name, but my understanding is that she's a top-notch teacher to get you to cast. Well, she lives down in that stuff, so she understands, you know, casting to your backing to the third wave, fourth wave out in a small breeze, you know, to jacks, or to tarpon or whatever you're doing. You know, you're waiting here at this point, but you got to be able to throw that accurately and to a point that you designate ahead, knowing how fast those jacks are running, and they'll take it. They will take it. They will take it. Anybody who's fished jacks on a fly rod understand this. It is beyond phenomenal. You think some of the other fish are fun catching off of a flats boat? Bullshit. Bullshit. You go out there and wade out there as far as you think you can and still cast 3 or 4 waves out in front of you on jacks. Them jacks, and again, the nice size ones, you know, maybe 40 pounds, you know, that's a pretty hefty fish for you, right? I mean, they do go larger, but for the most part, you're going to be 20 to 40 you're shooting for, and you're hopefully not throwing to anything much less than a 40-pounder. Once you catch it, you're on a rodeo. You're on a rodeo. It's going to empty your line, so you're going to have to just get your hands out of the flipping way. And it's going to bend that pole right over, and you're going to be on a pretty fast trot walk down to which would be to the south and west, you know, down the beach, pretty much as fast as you can go, because that son of a buck is going to break your line if he has to. You know, he does not want to be caught. So it's fun. You might end up working that fish, what would be conservative? 1/4 mile? 1/8 of a mile? 1, 2, maybe up to 3 football fields. You're going to be working that 40-pound jack off of a 9 weight, pretty much all the way through the backing, right? It's the thrill of a lifetime. It's what dreams are made of. It's what dreams are made of. It will get you back there in the morning as early as you can get. You'll be sleeping on the sand beach with the rattlesnakes if you have to, in order to go out and get another jack. How many jacks do you get? Well, you're not going to be catching jacks, plural, in one day. Trust me, it's not going to happen. You are gifted and blessed if you catch a 40-pound jack in a day. But you will. You'll get better and better and better and better. I get so excited just sitting here in my truck in the middle of the eastern slope, just drooling, thinking about back down on the Gulf. The Gulf is cool, you guys. It's cool. You got gators, you got rattlesnakes, you got heat, you got humidity, and you got fish. You have a lot of fish. Good fish. And there's good guides down in there. I don't use any guides, but again, there are plenty of good guides down there to take you out. Start off with your basic redfish and move on up into trying to get something like a bull, with big shouldered bull or something like that, 30-some inch bull, and the rest of it's going to be history. So wanted to get on. I'm just sitting here killing some time, and I thought, here I am thinking about casting the jacks down in the Gulf, and why not share the story or the thought or the memories. I mean, this is from last winter, early winter. I was down there. I spent a few months, and I think I've been down there 2 winters in a row, and then I was 2 winters up on Steelhead, and then I did a summer on salmon. Then I did a I did a salmon steelhead winter up on the Smith. And I'll tell you that story. I'm running out of time. My battery's about gone. But maybe tomorrow I'll just open up and let you guys know about salmon steelhead or something up on the Smith, right on the Pacific Ocean. It's awesome. It is past awesome. It is equal, if not better, than Jack's out on the fourth wave. So anyway, God bless everybody. Take care of one another, and I'll look forward to talking to you all again real soon. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye.